Afternoon, everyone. Derek from the Rangers Review here with some stories involving Rangers on Thursday, the 5th of September. We'll start with this, and Graham Souness has said that Rangers need to spend £50 million to bridge the gap with Celtic. Speaking on William Hill's Three Up Front podcast alongside Simon Jordan and Troy Deeney, Souness said that Rangers need to spend big if they want to regain top spot in Scotland. He said, right now there is a gap between Rangers and Celtic, but it's not insurmountable. 3 or 4 quality signings could make the difference, but Rangers don't have the money right now. If they were to spend 50 million, it'd be nip and tuck between the two of them. Rangers were the same as Liverpool last season. Both could have won the league if they'd won the last 10 games, and neither of them did it. Celtic were the better team. I'm not denying that. I just didn't think that Rangers got pummeled in the Old Firm derby. Jack Butland only had 2 saves to make, although he did need to pick the ball out of the net 3 times. 2 more shots on target all game. Is that a suggestion they were on the back foot? No. That said, Celtic have better strikers than Rangers do right now. Souness added that losing another Old Firm derby is bound to be a bitter pill to swallow, but is confident that Rangers simply need more money in order to compete with Celtic once again. He continued, losing yet again is a really bitter pill to swallow for Rangers, but I have been in football a long time, and I know how quickly things change. There was a time where Celtic won 9 titles in a row, and the Rangers fans would have been thinking, this is it, we're never going to win again. They did come back, though, and then they went on to win 9 in a row. Rangers just need money now. They finished second last year and spent £14 million on new players. Celtic spent double that and they won the league. They still managed to come second against them despite spending half the money. They just need an influx of money. That's all it is. I think we'd be delighted if we got an influx of cash to go and spend on new players. So that is what Graham Souness had to say on the William Hill podcast. What do you make of it, folks? You think he has a point? Also speaking today was Václav Černý. He's on international duty with the Czech Republic as they prepare for their matches against Georgia and Ukraine in the Nations League. And he admitted Rangers were outclassed by Celtic in the Old Firm match on Sunday. He said, we didn't do well at all. They outclassed us in everything. Now we have to catch them at any cost. That's our main goal. I haven't seen such a rivalry for a long time. Of course, I never played for Sparta Prague or Slavia Prague in their derby, but compared with our main derby, it is far bigger and more brutal. Despite the defeat, Černý insists he can't wait for a crack at the Europa League. The draw was made on Friday. Rangers will face 8 teams, 4 at home, 4 away, including a home match against Tottenham Hotspur and an away trip to Old Trafford to take on Erik ten Hag's Manchester United. He says, I'm happy here at Rangers so far. I'm playing in Europe, which I wouldn't have got at Wolfsburg, and my own personal situation on the pitch is good too, which is what I wanted. We were disappointed to go out of the Champions League because it was hugely affected by the meaningless red card we got. It was a shame we lost it in such a way. At least we were able to go straight to the Europa League after that. The draw is wonderful. I'm most looking forward to playing against the big names, of course, but also to the atmosphere at home games. It will be a great experience. I wouldn't say leaving Wolfsburg was inevitable, but it was my wish, and I'm very glad that a club like Rangers entered into negotiations with me, and then it went quickly. For me, it was the obvious choice. A lot of people ask me about the Scottish League, and I would like to say that I don't think it is significantly different from other top European competitions. It continued, there are obviously better quality clubs and lesser quality ones. The top 4 teams in Scotland at least all have great football quality. Now, I hope to be involved in the national team. I played against Georgia from the start at the Euros this summer, but was substituted. But we dominated them, and if we do that again in our next game against them, we can win. So what do you make of that from Václav Černý, folks, speaking about his time at Rangers so far, the Old Firm disappointment, and looking ahead to the Europa League matches, which will kick off away to Malmo at the end of this month. Finally, you may have seen a report, I think late last night that Ryan Kent has angered his Fenerbahce boss Jose Mourinho at Fenerbahce because he, according to reports in Turkey at least, rejected some advances from clubs in England, Saudi Arabia, and said to be Scotland as well. Lazio, Hull City and Leeds United were all said to be keen on the winger, but he preferred to stay put in Turkey. No assumption as to what the team in Scotland were, but yet, according to the Turkish outlet Iski Haber, they suggested an unnamed Scottish club made an offer to Kent during the window, but it was booted out by the player. So there you go. Ryan Kent remains a Fenerbahce player. Whether he features under Jose Mourinho, I very much doubt it, but said to have angered the Portuguese coach by not moving on in this transfer window. Right, that'll do us there. Just keep you updated with all the latest Rangers news. Be sure to subscribe to the Rangers Review YouTube channel. We will be back tomorrow morning, myself alongside Chris Jack and Stevie Clifford. And if you haven't watched their latest episode of The Talking Point, then it is available on the YouTube channel now. Go and have a watch. They discuss James Tavernier in great detail and what the future holds now for the Rangers skipper, whether it's time for a change in captaincy, whether he deserves his place in the starting 11, and whether he should have moved on in the summer. Right, we'll speak to you later on. Bye for now.